Cardboard automata makes use of a wide variety of familiar materials. We're going to show you some of the things that you can use to create your mechanism.
We use 6x6 cardboard boxes and cut them into 2 pieces. Save these flaps because we're going to use them later. These box slices are going to be the frame for the automata. With the saved flaps, we cut triangle pieces, and this is going to make the box sturdy. Once you have a sturdy square box, you can start adding axles. For that, we use skewer sticks. Using a screw, I'm going to make a hole, 1 on the top, like this, and 2 on the side, and put the skewer stick through. For the vertical axle, since this is wobbly, we need some kind of guide. For that, we use a piece of paper straw, like this. But since the hole is too small, we're going to make it bigger with a pencil. We're going to put the straw and hot glue. We use the paper straws because they don't melt. Now, this works as a guide for the vertical axle.
Thanks. So, now it's time to add our cams and cam followers to make the automata move. To make these, we like to use this thick craft foam. You can cut it into any shape, and it's a little bit sticky so that the 2 pieces can sort of roll over each other. Some of the different shapes that we use to make other motions include circles, ovals, or even some a little bit strange shapes that might make a different type of motion. These don't have to be perfect, but if you want, you can use a yogurt container to trace out the cam shape. Once you have a circle drawn on the piece of foam, you can cut it out to use inside your automata. This piece is going to go inside the automata on the horizontal skewer stick. It moves when I spin the stick. It's called the cam. I'm going to put another piece of foam on the vertical stick. This green piece should move alongside the cam. It's called the cam follower. If I put a small flag on top of the skewer, we should be able to see the motion. This one spins round and round. This round and round mechanism is just one of the ways that you can make your automata move. Depending on how you arrange the cams and cam followers, you can make it move differently. This one goes back and forth. This machine moves up, down, and around. And for a totally different take on automata, you can make this one move side to side. You'll notice with these examples, we put a piece of foam on either side of the skewer stick to help keep it in place. Also, we used a small piece of cardboard to make it a little bit easier to crank. Now that your motion and mechanism is complete, you can add a fun story or character element to your machine.
We offer a variety of craft materials that can be used to create story elements or moving characters. Pipe cleaners, pom-pom, feathers, and these pin foamies are great to create characters. And of course, googly eyes. Here are some examples.
Cardboard isn't the only material that you could use to build an automata. We've worked with artists who've used wood, metal, plastic, and wire in their creations. In the Tinkering Studio, we've experimented with automatas made out of wood, And we've also tried out building them using copper wire. You might even look for some recycled materials around your home. This milk carton is turned into a trash automata. No matter what materials you've used, we find that automata can be a compelling investigation of motions and mechanisms, and also an interesting way to explore storytelling and narrative.